Bonjour, c'est Claire at French in the Midlands. Hello, Claire at French in the Midlands. This is a very important video. I made it because I have so many people speak French in lessons and they don't use the structures that we use. They don't use them properly. And as you know, you will never sound French unless you use French structures. So it's all very well being understood. If that's all you want, it's fine. But if you really want to push it to another level, this is for you. First one, c'est and qui. Let me show you. The example I've got here, c'est moi qui cuisine ce soir. Which means I'm cooking tonight, but actually what we're saying in French is it's me who's cooking tonight. So it's kind of emphasizing the me, and in English you would say I am cooking tonight if you want to do the same thing. But you'll find that when we speak French every day, that's the structure we're going to use even if we don't want to emphasize anything. Other example, c'est lui qui a commencé. He started it. As you know, if you've got small children, that's what you'll hear day in and day out. So instead of saying he started it, we say it's him who started it. In fact, it's him who started. There's no it in that sentence, but it's implied. C'est elle qui me l'a dit. She told me, or it's her who told me. And the L apostrophe is an it, so it's her who told me that, literally. C'est cette voiture que je veux acheter, which means I want to buy this car, literally means it's that car or this car that I want to buy. C'est nous qui avons décidé de partir. We decided to leave. Literally, it's us who decided to leave. I hope you're okay with that. Let's move on. Another vital structure that you really need to know is the depuis or ça fait que. Let me show you. The example I chose here is j'habite en France depuis 10 ans. J'habite en France depuis 10 ans, which means I've been living in France for 10 years. Actually, what we're saying in French is I live in France since 10 years. Because you're still living here, it's the present tense. And in French, there's only one word for or since, and it's depuis, so you don't have to overthink this one. Where it gets complicated is when we use a different structure to mean exactly the same. Ça fait 10 ans que j'habite en France. Both sentences mean I've been living in France for 10 years. Notice the use of the present tense again. But that structure is what we use most of the time in speech. J'habite en France depuis 10 ans is slightly more posh, if you like. So ça fait 10 ans que j'habite en France is the standard one. So now, if you want to give a date, j'habite en France depuis 1986. J'habite en France depuis 1986. It's still depuis, it doesn't change. In English, it's since. I've been living in France since 1986, so for once, it's slightly easier in French than English. It doesn't happen very often, so make the most of it. What you'll find here where you've got a year is you can't use the ça fait structure. It doesn't work. It only works for 10 years. You okay with that? Let's move on. Now this one's interesting. En plus verb ending in ant. So if you say il la regarde en souriant, it means he's looking at her with a smile. Where in English you say with a smile, we say while smiling. So your ant is the equivalent of ing in English. So en souriant, while smiling. J'ai tout vu en passant. I saw everything as I was passing by. Again, literally we say, I saw everything while passing. Tournez à gauche en sortant de l'hôtel. Turn left on leaving the hotel. You see, en sortant, on leaving. Je traverse la rue en courant. There's two difficulties with this one. It means literally I cross the road while running. And you would say, I run across the road. This is interesting, and there'll be more on that in the next section. So the previous example brings us to, I would say, the main difficulty. How to say in French what you do and how. It's always in this order. So let me give you an example. Je suis allé à Paris en avion. This is how you would say I flew to Paris. I went to Paris by plane. So it's what you do, go to Paris, and how, by plane. It's always phrased like this in French. I have people trying to translate I flew to Paris, and they use the verb voler, and I'm like, really? You actually fly? You can fly? That would imply you know how to fly yourself. So totally different meaning. Don't even go there. Remember what and how. There's another example for you. Ils sont partis en Espagne en voiture. Ils sont partis en Espagne en voiture. They drove to Spain. Literally, they left for Spain in the car. In English, it's so much easier. They drove to Spain. Elle ira à la pharmacie à pied. She will walk to the chemist's, or as we say, she will go to the chemist's on foot. Final example. On déteste faire les courses en vélo or à vélo. If you're really a nitpicker, à vélo is the correct way to say it. En vélo is what everybody says. It makes your life easier because it's en avion, en voiture, en vélo, and the only exception is à pied. So we dislike going shopping by bike is what it means. Now the next section, that's one that people forget all the time. I give you the word chez, I tell you what it means, 10 minutes later you've forgotten just because you don't have it in English. Therefore, it's not really something you have in mind when you try and say to somebody's house. So the word chez just means to somebody's house. And it's a nice little shortcut. When you say je rentre chez moi, means I'm going home. Literally, I am going back to mine, to my house. Elle est restée chez elle tout le week-end. She stayed home all weekend. Elle est restée chez elle tout le week-end. You notice we'll link here, chez elle. If it's a man, il est resté chez lui tout le week-end. Last example, viens chez moi demain si tu veux. On dînera ensemble. Viens chez moi demain si tu veux. On dînera ensemble. Come to my house tomorrow if you like. We'll have dinner together. There isn't in English such a nifty way of saying to somebody's house. So take advantage, make the most of it, use it. For the first example, you could actually say je rentre à la maison. It's fine. But chez moi really means to mine, to my house. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, please leave a comment below. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And for any video courses you might be interested in, please check our website FrenchinTheMidlands.com. À bientôt.